Hi, I'm a soft skills trainer from the Department of Career Planning and Development, and today I'm going to be talking about how to have a killer LinkedIn profile. Well, a killer LinkedIn profile is mandatory if you want to develop yourself as a personal brand and a company. It's basically a networking tool that everybody uses in order to connect with each other in the sphere of work. It's used worldwide. It's a website like Facebook. Facebook is social. LinkedIn is basically used for networking work-wise for by corporates or finding jobs. So LinkedIn is one of the profiles that most of the employers actually go to in order to do a ref check on your profile. If you are applying for a certain job and they want to know what kind of a person you are before they actually hire you for that particular position, these days the HR companies actually go ahead and ref check your Facebook as well as your LinkedIn account in order to find out your personality traits or your line of thought, or to find out if you've not lied anywhere in your interview. So keeping a good and updated LinkedIn profile actually helps quite a lot. So even though you're busy, your LinkedIn profile cannot be forgotten, because that is one of the places where a lot of employers or your potential clients would go to in order to understand your standing in the industry that you work for. So here are some tips that might help you in order to achieve or make a killer LinkedIn profile. So let's get started. The first is, make sure that you keep your profile basics updated. Many people just forget to keep their LinkedIn profiles updated. I certainly am one of them, because once you are settled in a job, you don't want to go in and change the profile all that much, because you feel that okay, now that you already have a job, you will actually update anything on LinkedIn profile as and when it is required. Do not do that. Treat it as your regular Facebook or your WhatsApp account, where you actually end up visiting quite a lot, and also keep it updated. And when I say updated, make sure that you have to update it with your current position that you're holding. That would actually help people connect to you by understanding your current position, and also it'll help, it'll reflect badly on your personality if you do not update your profile. So the first thing that you need to do in order to do that is professional headline. Now, what is a professional headline? You could actually use the title that you are currently holding in your job profile. And like, for example, you can say, I'm the director of inbound marketing of XYZ company. Even better, if you want to give more detail, and if you want to talk about or highlight any expertise of yourself in your about yourself, you can go ahead and say that I'm the content and marketing strategist for the company. So if you highlight these points about yourself in the headline or the professional headline of LinkedIn, people would have a better understanding of the kind of work that you do, or the kind of traits that you have that might help you advance in your career. Who you are, what you do, and why you are someone they need to connect with is something that you need to make sure that you need to develop. Don't expect people to come to you when you actually work on your LinkedIn profile and make these updates on a regular basis. It makes sure that it shows that you are actually willing to connect to people. You're not waiting for people to come to connect to you. Location and industry is the other thing that you need to keep on updating, especially make sure that it is accurate, and in case it is not, go ahead and fix it now. Doing these simple things will help people find you, and you'll be able to meet more relevant and potential clients or potential contacts that you're willing to get connected to by using the LinkedIn account. Only use professional photos. Now let me go ahead and tell you about an example. Now, this is a small anecdote I wanted to share regarding how to use your professional photographs or what kind of photographs to use. Now, I have a friend who actually belongs to the travel industry, and she had started a LinkedIn profile about 10 years ago. What I really remember about it was that, we were trying to all make our LinkedIn profiles, and we were trying to find photographs to put up on the website, where people, where there's this category to put your photograph on. And we were trying to scroll through our phones to find a good looking photograph of ourselves that can be used professionally. So what this lady does is, she found a photograph of herself where she actually wrote something on the lines of that she is very committed and she loves traveling and she is always looking for excitement or something like that. And the picture that she put on was holding a beer bottle and, doing like that pose. And that went so badly because, when she actually went in for the interview to another organization, she was actually rejected basis the photograph that she had posted. She didn't even realize it. She thought that, that photograph spoke volumes about her character and her personality, that she was outgoing and fun loving, and that is what people are looking for in a travel industry, in a travel agent. But that was not the case. So always make sure that you put up a professional looking photograph of yourself on your LinkedIn account. Photo shouldn't be more than 20 years ago, or it should be something that is recent, or something resembling how you look recently. Do not put up a photograph of 20 or 15 years ago where you looked at like a certain person, and people, if they look at you in person now, would not be able to recognize you. So make sure that you use your recent photographs. Write a good summary about yourself. Well, when I say a good summary, that means it's an introduction to your profile or the kind of profiles that you've held in your career. This is where you really sell yourself to the potential connections that you're trying to connect to. So your summary would, it should expand and appear in your headline. It should highlight your specialities, your career expertise, anything that would actually show that you have the qualities, like the leadership qualities or the accolades that you have in your working professional life. So your summary should not be that brief, but it should be it should be actually elaborate, talking about all the traits that you would want to highlight when you're introducing yourself, because that is one thing that people look at when they actually want to connect to you. The next is terminate the typos. Oh my god, you really have to make sure that you don't make any spelling mistakes when you're writing your summary or you're updating your LinkedIn profile. Having spelling mistakes in your profile actually show the fact, or point to the fact, that you are very negligent of and you don't take your profile seriously. If you don't take your profile seriously, that means you don't take your work seriously, so it directly reflects on your personality. So make sure that there are no typing errors. Use keywords with intent, as in, if you want to join or connect to people from the travel industry, then use keywords that actually would help you connect to the travel industry, or what people might put in. I mean, travel, name of certain brands, cruises, ships, whatever you think that you need to put in the keywords so that people might be able to connect to you, profiles that you have in the travel industry. If you have any kind of visual contents that you would like to add to your LinkedIn profile, please do so. In case you have any presentations or any documents or photos or videos that you would like to put up on LinkedIn, attached to your profile, so that people can have better access to you as a brand, then you can go ahead and add that too. That really helps. That means that add sections for posts, volunteering, languages that you have learned, any kind of honors that you have done, or specializations, awards, patents, anything that you have achieved so far, make sure not to miss mentioning on your LinkedIn profile. So basically you have to make it all glamorous for people to look at and feel that, oh, this is the person that they would like to connect to, because you have so many accolades in your name. Tidy up your endorsements. Well, endorsements are people who have connected to you and have written good things about you. People who have worked with you and are endorsing you on LinkedIn by giving out a feedback about the kind of person you are, or the kind of work buddy you are. So if somebody has professionally worked with you and they like what they have they have liked the way you have worked with them, then it's certainly recommended that you ask for endorsements. So you make sure that the endorsements that you put in on your LinkedIn profile are the ones that are highlighted, that are the best ones at the top. So make sure that they play a critical role, because people always in this day and age would like a feedback of some other person when trying to connect to you on LinkedIn. So make sure that the feedback that you have in the terms of endorsement are actually in proper order and good ones. Be positive. So what you say reflects on you and your personality. So never post negative comments about someone, or even your past employers, because that kind of shows that you're a person who thinks in a negative way and are using this platform to actually get back at someone. So that talks volumes about your character. Make sure that you always have everything positive. So these were the tips and the tricks that you use to have a great LinkedIn account. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask me, and thanks for watching.